All right. Peacemaker season 2 finale, Full Nelson. That's the name of the episode. What did I think of this finale? It was solid. Definitely was not what I expected. I figured, and the way the story was going, I know we all had a feeling that maybe David Cronster was going to cameo as Superman. The way the story was going, I was like, I don't know how that could even fit into the story. Kind of reminds me of Royal Rumble 2023, because when I was watching that, even though the story was all about Sami Zayn, um, finally stabbing Roman Reigns in the back, it was like, and we all kind of thought it was gonna end with The Rock coming out to confront Roman Reigns. I'm not watching TV now. Okay. But that never happened. And when I was watching that live, I had a feeling that the whole time that The Rock was still gonna come out, even though the story was 100% all about Sami Zayn. You know what I mean? So yeah. This episode, it wasn't all bombastic like we all probably imagined it would be. I thought Keith was gonna come back, especially how you see him with all pain and resentment. I thought Keith was gonna come back, go after Chris, but this was really all about the 11th Street kids, them realizing the good relationship they had. This felt like an epilogue. Heck, it felt like a whole separate thing from how the whole season was up to this point. I was quite disappointed with the lack of screen time that John Cena had in this episode. Even though he really did come back in the final 15 minutes, that's when he becomes a main character again. So it was all about where is Chris? Does anyone know where he is? Oh, that part when John Economos was being the distraction so that hot Latina girl and Harcourt could find Peacemaker's tracker, that cracked me up. I didn't even remember what he said, but I remember cracking up laughing at that part, man. And now it's and then when, man, I'm tired. Got low iron in my blood, but but then and then when they finally find him at the motel, and then Chris is like, "No, I didn't want to see you guys." I don't, because everything I touches dies, and I don't want you all to get hurt. I don't think he said that, I don't want you all to get hurt part because of me. I think that's what he was kind of trying to imply, though, and yeah, this finale was okay, honestly. Nothing too big or special. It was satisfying when Harcourt and Chris finally kissed, though. My autism self imagined me and a certain someone else in that moment. You might know, but yeah. And then even when Chris is like, "Hey, Harcourt, did that moment on the boat mean something to you?" And she was like, "Oh, here we go with the boat again. Of course it meant something to me. It meant everything, you fucking asshole." That was pretty funny, but also pretty awesome. I would have felt ecstatic if I was in Chris's position there. But we got to talk about the ending to this finale, of course. Rick Flag Sr. sending And also, yeah, when the 11th Street kids decided, hey, we're not doing anyone else's orders anymore. We're our own motherfuckers. That's basically what they were saying. And they start Checkmate. I guess that's their name of the new group organization. They set up a new base and everything. And before I forget, James Gunn said like he had no plans currently for Peacemaker season 3. I don't know how you're gonna have what happened in the ending of this finale happen and not do a season 3. And yes, I know it's a shared universe, and then you can pay off some storylines and other stuff, But it's like how Captain America: Brave New World. That is way more of a sequel to The Incredible Hulk than any of the first 3 Captain America films. It really is. But yeah. Oh, by the way, check out my short film Zephyr, the preview, please. Yeah. But anyway, how this finale ends. Rick Flags Sr. captures Chris, sends him to the alternate prison dimension where he plans to send prisoners. And we all called his bullshit out. Well, at least I hope all of us realized he was bullshitting early in the season when he was like, "What, you think I'm trying to go after him for revenge for killing my son? No, I'm here for the good of humanity," or whatever he said. And then it was so freaking obvious. This was all revenge because of what he did to Rick Jr. He even says himself, "This is for Ricky, you son of a bitch," when he sends him to that alternate prison dimension. Salvation is what people said. I've never heard of that comic book run, but yeah. And the the stuff with that weird MP universe with all the candy canes, giant candy canes and all that. But yeah, and yeah, and it's like, Rick Flag Sr., did you not realize you should have known what your son was getting into, man? Like, when he decided he wanted, be a soldier and all that. How the hell you don't realize that, And it's like, but then again, he wasn't so bright. Spoiler alert for Creature Commandos. I mean, this is the same guy, and yes, it is part of the same universe. This is the same guy who fucked the princess of Russia, or whatever the equivalent's called in DC, thinking she was good, and he was like, no, she's all good. When she was just fucking him to gain his trust, and he believed her the whole time. Not very bright, And then also, spoiler alert for the 2006 movie The Departed. But I wouldn't lie, like, when I heard no plans for season 3 and that this was the finale, I kind of thought they were going to do a sudden death thing, like how Leonardo DiCaprio got killed in The Departed, just like that, even though he was the main character. I thought they were going to do that to Peacemaker, I won't lie. But, yeah. What a weird way for this, considering how the season's gone, like, that's how it ends, like. But, yeah. Anyway, no more Peacemaker episodes to review. I reviewed every single episode. And, yeah. Still trying to do 2 more videos after this for tonight, 10th of October 2025. And yeah. So thanks for watching, y'all. Hope you enjoyed all these Peacemaker Season 2 episode reviews. And I'm out. Have a good one.